guys, and welcome to a very special edition of the Coffee and Hero Show. This is part profile, part hype package, and part sneak peek at some of the stuff we have in store for this Saturday's signing with Declan Shalvey. So this is going to be the second signing in store. We had a very successful one with Clay Mann a few years back. Then the pandemic happened, obviously slowed down this process quite a bit. You know, we had decks ready for Free Comic Book Day in 2020. That unfortunately didn't happen due to lockdown measures. We then had it scheduled towards the end of last year. Deck had to pull out for personal reasons, fully understandable. And now we've got it set up and ready, and it's going to be this Saturday, 26th of February, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be a completely free signing. We're going to have deck set up pretty much where I'm sitting here. Set up, we'll be doing it in store similar to how we did Free Comic Book Day this year. I know we're starting to come out of these lockdown measures and things are starting to be relaxed and so forth, but we still want everybody to feel, comfortable coming down. We'll basically be monitoring the door, maybe 10 to 12 people in store at any one time. But Deck is here for a good few hours, and he's a thoroughly lovely bloke. He'll sign every last thing. Whether he's doing sketches, I don't think he'll have time for that. Hopefully based on demand, it's going to be busy. But he, of course, has done 3 charity sketches for us. We're going to be doing a raffle for that, starting on this Saturday. But then we're going to run that for a week as we raise funds for the Cancer Fund for Children as well. So we've got that. So yeah, Declan Shalvey, who is he? Declan Shalvey's been around comics for well over a decade at this point. He's worked for Image Comics, he's worked for Marvel Comics, he's worked for DC Comics. I think at one point I remember seeing a tweet from him where he had talked about how he'd been on covers for about 7 or 8 years straight. He just seemed to be one of those in-demand cover artists. He's worked on Moon Knight, he's worked on Venom, he's worked on All-Star Batman. He's got creator-owned stuff. He's got he's matured into a writer now as well with Time Before Time, and again I'll show you some of these things here. But yeah, I mean he's seen it all, done it all. We were lucky enough to interview him a couple of times as well on the podcast. You can go back and check those out on our podcast network. Thoroughly engaging bloke, lovely bloke, up for a bit of banter as well. So I'm really looking forward to this Saturday. I think it's going to be a fantastic event. I'm really looking forward to you guys coming down and again getting another signing for the store. I think it's a big thing. This one will go well, and then hopefully we can look into more signings down the line because, first and foremost, we're comic fans ourselves. We love to have these guys here, We love to, get insights into the industry. We like to see behind the scenes, and the more people we can get into the store who are responsible for the work that we love, the better. So I'm just going to take you through a few bits and pieces that we have now. Please don't be messaging saying, can you hold this, can you hold that? These are all for in-store on the Saturday. We've put a lot of effort into getting this signing going. We've, exercised obviously a little bit of patience as well. We've sourced things from all over the place, but it has to be for the guys coming down into the store on the Saturday. So, there's things here that we only have a couple of copies of. There's things here we have loads of copies of, but rest assured there will be absolutely tons of choice on the Saturday. But of course you can bring your own stuff as well. We're not strict where it's like you have to buy something. Not at all. It's a completely free signing. If you want to pick up stuff while you're here, we will have this range of stuff for you for signatures and so forth. But feel free to bring your own stuff, so there's no panic there. So yeah, a few graphic novels to kick things off with. We have Savage Town, first of all. This was a collaboration with Philip Barrett. Declan was doing the art the whole way through this one. This is actually set in Limerick City. So a nice local title. Savage Town is loosely based on real events at the turn of the millennium. So this was a graphic novel collection. So we'll have plenty of those in store. I think this was his writing debut, certainly from a creator-owned standpoint, and this is a title called Bog Bodies. This is done with fellow Irish artist Gavin Fullerton, and this was fantastic. It's set on the outskirts of Dublin. It's a dark mob tale with some supernatural elements. We're big fans of this. Highly recommend that just for the reading of it. But then, of course, you can get it signed off him. His big title at the moment is probably, there's no argument. It is Time Before Time. So Time Before Time, I remember Deck and Rory McConville, who's the co-writer and co-creator. Joe Palmer is the artist on this. Deck does all the covers. But I remember them pitching it as Looper meets Saga, and I was like, guys, talk about putting yourselves under pressure. But it more than delivers. Great title so far. The first trade is available. Again, we'll have loads of these in store, but the single issues are going up around issue 10 or so forth. But this is the first 5 issues all together. Just brilliant storytelling. I'm a big fan of that. We do have plenty of number 1s of Time Before Time, which maybe lend themselves better to signatures. So you can see Deck did the cover for this. He tends to do the covers for all of Time Before Time. He doesn't do interiors except for one shots that they're going to be doing throughout the run, which I believe aren't going to be collected in the trades. So we have plenty of those, which I'll show you in a second as well. So number ones of Time Before Time. Another one that he worked on with Warren Ellis was one called Injection. So this was over the over the space of 3 graphic novels. I believe around 15 issues or so, and we've got it in 2 different ways. So we've got the individual volumes, 2 and 3 are here, number 1's among the pile here somewhere, so we've all 3 volumes of it there, but we do have a very limited amount of the hard to find hardcovers. When it comes to Image hardcovers, they never do massive print runs, so sometimes getting these can be a little tricky. We do have a limited amount of them though, if you prefer a lovely hardcover on your shelf. As I say, Deck worked on Venom for quite a while, mostly with Cullen Bunn. He did some interiors, but he also went through a period where he was a cover artist. So, you know, we've got Venom 39 there. We've got Venom number 37 as well. Another Deck cover there. We've got Symbiote Spider-Man. This was another one that was a Declan Sheldon variant cover. This was 2020. This was the Keenan Black tie-in. We've got covers that he did for Keenan Black as well, which was one of the spoiler covers. Going back to issue 35 of Venom, again cover artist but also interior artist on that one. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man. This was one to celebrate 10 years of Miles Morales, so issue 78, a recent issue. Deck did this special variant cover. I love that he's got Deck in here on the graffiti on the wall. We've got Time Before Time issue 6, so this is the one I was saying about how this is a one-shot. This is just a one-shot tale told within the Time Before Time continuity, but the idea being that Deck would draw these as well. So he's both interior artist on this one and cover artist. We have Uncanny X-Men Carnage Eyes covers as well. Uncanny X-Men number 21. Easily the biggest one that I would say we have, and we have quite a few copies of this. And again, there have been some people asking about it, but again, we have to be fair to the guys making the trip to the store. They will have first dibs at these. If there are some left at the end, we'll make sure Deck signs them all, and we'll certainly put them on the website. But again, that's dependent on there being some left. And this was his Moon Knight run. So issue 1, first print, Warren Ellis, Declan Shalvey, Jordi Belair in colours. This is the first appearance of Mr. Knight, who's shown up in the trailer for the new TV show as well. So quite a lot of hype around this issue. And again, we've got around 30 copies or so of that. We managed to secure some nice 1:25 and some nice ratio variants as well. So we've got Star Wars Mace Windu, Jedi of the Republic, so issue 4 of that, which Deck did this rather beautiful variant cover. We've got Doctor Strange as Guardian cover here as well. Obviously Doctor Strange very popular at the moment. We've got a Doctor Strange number 2 there as well. Another variant cover. We've got, this one is another ratio one, and this is awesome. I think this will probably go fast. This is from Venomverse number 5. You basically got Venom mixed with Punisher. Who doesn't love that image? Again, there is Injection there. As I say, that's volume 1, 2 and 3 were there. And again, that is the creator-owned series with Warren Ellis. My personal favorite cover we were able to get in, I'll be keeping one of these myself and getting it signed to the store. This is Daredevil 595. This was a 1:25 ratio as well. Imposing figure of Wilson Fisk in the background and Daredevil in the foreground. And then, of course, just to finish off, if you want a little bit of everything, this book is awesome. It's from Marvel and Pop Art Productions. This is the Art of Declan Sheldon, and you see some of the spreads in this book. They are absolutely phenomenal. When I flicked through it, there was one that really stood out to me, which I'm just going to show you here because it is absolutely class. Big double page spread from Venom. You know, the man is talented. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, this has a little bit of everything. It has process work, it has covers, it has commentary from Deck as well, talking about the creation of some of these bits and pieces he was working on. Working on Punisher there, working, doing covers, designs for Avengers stuff, Moon Knight stuff. Really, really comprehensive. And again, we've got a good chunk of these in as well, so I highly recommend these. You've got interior art, character sketches, pencils, inks, and commentary from Deck, but also from some of his peers, such as Marcos Martin, John Paul Leon, God rest his soul, and Jeff Parker as well. So yeah, that'll be a big seller on the day, no doubt, as well. So yeah, as I say, there's multiples of all of these. It's not just one of each, and that's it. Panic, get down. We've got multiples, some more than others, but again, all for sale in store on the day. So again, final details this Saturday, 26th of February 2022. In-store signing, Declan Shalvey, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m, completely free. So get yourselves down here. Should be a great day. Hopefully the weather will hold up and you're not traveling in horrible conditions. Hopefully the sun will shine on us and it'll be good in that way. But really looking forward to signing, and again, it's another great step for the store and the evolution of the store. So again, hope you guys are staying safe out there. I'll look forward to seeing you this Saturday, if not before, and take it easy. See you soon, Dick.